Welcome to the Mathews Report. The Washington Redskins are finally coming back from the dead. The coast is finally clear to uncancel the Washington Redskins, and moves are being made to make that happen. We've got that news for you. We've also got news on a potential new stadium for the Washington Redskins inside the District of Columbia, which would be huge news for the DC area. But the name change, one of the dumbest moves in sports. Nobody wanted it to happen. All you have to do is step outside your front door in the Washington, DC area and ask anybody, and they would tell you this.
Ownership of the Washington Commanders, but now a lot of fans want the team to have an old, very familiar, maybe infamous name.
Yeah, that's right. According to a very popular online petition, thousands of fans are hoping for a return to the team name that was in place for 3 Super Bowls and a whole lot of controversy.
Josh Rosenthal's at FedEx Field tonight with the details and also with more.
What do you think of the name Commanders?
I don't like it.
Yeah, it's no secret. A lot of Commanders fans aren't exactly in love with the new name.
I just don't like the name. I mean, it just seems like it doesn't make any sense.
Well, some are hoping for a new one altogether.
Maybe Red Tails. You know, I think that's Red Wolves. Even Warthogs would be better.
Tens of thousands of other fans badly want the old name to come back. As of Tuesday evening, more than 69,000 people had signed this Change.org petition, which reads in part, "We believe that restoring the old name is the right decision for the team, its loyal fan base, and the legacy it represents."
And I think they should go back to the original name.
Fans we spoke with Tuesday at this grocery store near FedEx Field sounded like this.
It's been the name always.
Are you worried that people take offense to that name?
No.
Always known them as the Washington, whatever, y'all know the rest. So, yes, I would look forward to that.
So there you have it. Everybody loved the Redskins. They had an incredible brand. At one point, not long ago, they were in the top 5 highest valued sports organizations anywhere in the world. That includes European soccer, NFL football teams, baseball teams, everybody. The Redskins were one of the highest valued organizations in the world, and the name was a big part of that because it has such a rich history in the DC area. Nobody wanted the name change. I live in the DC area. I used to take the metro every day in the city. And I remember at one of the busiest metro stops in DC, you would see these Native American groups out there protesting and having people sign petitions and handing out flyers to not change the name because they liked it. They wanted to keep the name, and they worked very hard to do it. They changed the name because the owner at the time, Dan Schneider, had all sorts of different issues going on and all sorts of media and people after him, and he just didn't want to deal with that as another one of his issues. So he changed the name. It was a weak move. It was a terrible move. Nobody likes it. If you walk around this area, everybody has to correct themselves every 2 seconds when they talk about football. They say the Redskins, and then they correct themselves to the Commanders. Everyone wants the name back, and now there's at least some moves being made to start to move in that direction, or at least uncancel the Redskins so we can have the logo back and we can have some things start to happen positively with the Redskins.
We were calling out leaders on a case of really woke gone wrong. The irony that they were canceling Native American culture as the DEI movement went way too far. Look, this is honoring a Blackfeet chief who was born in Montana. He's highly esteemed. The Blackfeet tribe of Montana, their current chairman and the tribal council signed a letter in strong support to bring the logo back. It honors Indian country. So we've had good discussions with the NFL and with the Commanders. There's good faith negotiations going forward that's going to allow this logo to be used again. Perhaps revenues going to a foundation that could help Native Americans in sports and so forth. We're making good progress, and based on the good faith negotiations, I made a decision to support this bill yesterday in the committee.
I know that they put a plaque up at Northwest Stadium honoring Wetzel and the logo. It'll be great to see it back on the helmets again. Senator, thanks so much for joining us. Really appreciate it.
So you've got Congress involved. It looks like the logo's coming back. It looks like the name Redskins isn't going to be frowned upon. These are good things. What needs to happen now, what would really make people happy, is we bring back the logo, we bring back the uniforms, we bring back the name Redskins, and we go one step further and we bring back the iconic RFK Stadium in the city. Bring it back.
The district is one big step closer to getting the Washington Commanders back in the city.
All right, so today a Senate committee gave approval to legislation that would give D.C. control of the RFK Stadium site for the next 99 years.
While the team is still negotiating with D.C., Maryland, and Virginia, team owner Josh Harris has expressed his desire for the team to play in D.C.
Some of my earliest memories were of watching football and walking into RFK, and I actually heard the stadium moving. I was there. I lived through all that, right? I'm incredibly motivated to bring it back, and so this is emotional for me. You know, it's not just business. It's about the city, the franchise, the fans, and doing what's right to bring the team back to where it needs to be.
So DC's got a lot going on. You got Donald Trump coming back. You got people finally starting to come back and work in their offices in DC, which is huge for the local economy here. You've got, in a year and a half from now, you've got the 250th anniversary of America celebration in DC. And now it looks like we have a chance to have the football team, the Redskins, the NFL football team, come back to RFK Stadium in the city, in the District of Columbia. It could be an exciting time to be in DC. Let me know what you think about this. Do you want the name the Redskins to come back? Do you want the logo to come back? Do you hate that? Do you want the stadium to stay in Maryland? Do you want it to come back to DC? What do you think about all this? Thank you for watching this episode of the Mathews Report. I'm Sean Mathews. I'll see you again soon.